So we're gonna play what is, I've been told, is a fantastic game about space lesbians. That's all I know that this game's about. Okay, we woke up, we're in a station. Do I need you to hold my hand? Yes. Do I want you to hold my hand? No. I wanna hold your head. Supported by a land service ship technician replica. LSTR. I remember the show. Howard Stern! Yes, Howard Stern was the name. The radio guy. Yeah. My hair is a grand old mess. So, I'm gonna put my official agoraroad.com hat. Look at this hat. This hat's basic. Look at this. It's so flat. But, I heard that this game changes depending on your playstyle quite a bit. So if you're aggressive, you get a different ending, the enemies respond differently. If you're stealthy, so on and so forth. This game made me straight down. The way you play thing is pretty much what Silent Hill 2 does. I would have understood that if I had ever played Silent Hill 2, but I haven't. So let's just call it adaptive difficulty, adaptive storytelling. Yeah, so I was chatting with my bro who's out there in Italy, and it was like Plato and Aristotle's talk kind of thing. We were just bouncing singers back and forth, just joking around. He was in like a tourist trap shop, and he saw a shirt that said "The Beers," like the Beatles, an AI generated shirt, okay, with 4 kinds of beers like walking on the crossroads like the Beatles. And he was like, "God, I hate this shit so much. It's so ass." And I was like, yeah, I get you. Like, it's not even well generated and shit. And we started talking about boomer humor and stuff. Like, he said, like, I don't know, maybe boomers find this funny, maybe Italians, the way you pronounce it. And I was like, no, it's just slop. It's just like a tourist trap. And I showed him a few Instagrams that I got where it was like bad 3D model of a cat that said, I eat cement. And God, I wish I could get the images right now. But just like, you know, the stupid Instagram ads you get. And we got into a serious discussion about John Baudelaire's Simulacrum, because that's something that's been on my mind quite recently. And it was like, you know, there's like 4 stages to Simulacrum, and said like, cat memes started like that, just like a funny image of a cat. Oh, it's a cute cat, and like it has a silly caption. But right now it's like has advancing level, and cats as a thing in the internet no longer mean like just a cute cat. It's like a concept in and of itself, a cat image. It's an internet thing. I tried to explain this thing to him with an image of like, I gotta get this image. There's the fucking image. Okay, download it. Should I be taking? Yes. Required reading. John Baudelaire's Simulacrum, okay? This is a deep philosophical concept that you all need to know if you want to be part of the Soma Spice channel of the Discord and everything. Downloads. Midget porn. Open. This is the explanation. Okay, this on the screen. Me watching a Signalis Let's Play. Subscribe required reading. Yes. Okay, so here on the left, it's a nice representation of Simulacra and Simulacrum, okay? Stage 1. Initially, the sign, an image representation, is a reflection of its reality. A fish is a fish. A picture of a fish. It's a fish, it's fishy, it smells like fish, it swims, okay. Stage 2, the sign masks a basic reality. You caught the fish, you cooked the fish, you still call it fish, but it's not alive and swimming. You know, you eat it, it's food, it doesn't quite look like fish, but it's fish. It's been transformed, but it's fish. Stage 3, fish nuggies. They may not be fish, they might be chicken, or mystery meat, or something. The sign marks the absence of basic reality. The image calls into question what the reality is, or even if it exists. It looks fishy, but it might not be a fish. The fishiness is starting to get lost, but there's an abstraction, there's a symbol, there's a context, right? Stage 4, the sign bears no relation to any reality whatsoever. It is its own pure simulacrum. Oreo Swedish fish. What the fish? Why is it sweet? It's its own thing. There's no fish in there. Well, it has kind of the shape of a fish. No, in fact, it doesn't, because it's the filling of the Oreo. There is no fish anymore. So I explained this to my friend regarding cat pictures. And I said, the cat meme meta has risen in stage, okay? What was a picture of a cat no longer is just a picture of a cat. It's a commentary on internet humor in a way. It's self-referential, right? And then he said like, what the fuck? Swedish fish Oreo? Those things even exist? How do they taste? Can you imagine tasting some of that? And I was like, bro, yeah. Yeah, dude. Like, imagine going with a guy like huge beefy Mongol from the steppes who drinks milk straight from the udder of a cow, like, oh, me Genghis Khan, and you give him like the Oreo Swedish fish, like, hey Mr. Khan, how are you? Hi, do you want to have like a Swedish fish Oreo? And he like eats it. He's gonna shit his loincloth in like 3 seconds flat, like just immediate rejection by the way, like there's absolutely no way his stomach, his primitive stomach primed to the wild and nature is able to handle something so abstract. It's so far beyond. It's like, yeah, maybe we can tolerate it because we've been fed fucking candy since we were children, but we become disconnected, absolutely disconnected from reality, and among other things. We were shooting the shit and it was very enjoyable and I love my friends. Class dismissed. Thank you very much. Back to Space Lesbians. 5 minutes into playing Signalis. Will there be a quiz next week? Yes. Okay, there's gonna be 2 quizzes. Mahjong 103. I hope you've already learned the basics of Mahjong. And we're starting into Simulacra 101 introductory course. I expect you to bring an example of stage 4 concept. Like, for example, gacha games is an example of stage 4 gambling. It started as a digital form of gambling, but it has become an abstraction in and of itself. Where like it's gambling, but maybe stage 3. No, it's definitely stage 4. The Soma exam. If you fail, you're not a real Soma fan. That could be fun actually. Like next community event, Soma exam. I'm gonna get some glasses. Like, hello viewers. Welcome to the test. Have you been eating your Swedish fish, everybody? I hope you're ready. Question number 1. Swedish Oreo fish. Which stage of simulacrum is it? 10 seconds. Is there fish in the cookie? Or is there not? Okay, the big photograph. That's your wife. That's your wife. White hair, cute smile. That's your wife. Put it in my pocket. Are we gonna blast off? Or ship control panel lost cause? Okay, we're crashed. Understood. You know, this is very nice. I like the 3D. Sorry, I was checking the sound. There's some sounds outside. There's children playing, birds chirping, and we don't want none of that. We're gaming. The starboard controls panel, the controls aren't responding to any input. Probably an electrical failure. Is this how they call girl failures that are androids? An electrical failure? Ah, you know that girl, that android girl, she's such an electrical failure. Please understand the streamer debuff. You're gonna play a game, we're gonna get in voice chat, and I'm gonna be asking math questions. It's gonna be part of the Soma exam, okay? I'm gonna be 4 times 4. Yes, 16. Times 2. 32. Now divide that by 4. Ooh, that's a bit more difficult, isn't it? And you're gonna be like, starboard. The starboard was up, left. Shit, I don't remember the Navy training anymore. That's right. Looks like the pigment was damaged by time and exposure to the elements. We cannot zoom in. But there's a code, okay. It's time to unlock our Huawei phone. Okay, now with the magic of adhesive tape, we can combine it with the airlock key and use it in the airlock, I guess. Okay, now where are the airlock controls? When does the shooty start? When does the shooty? I want gun. Me want thespian legs and shoot gun. Where gun? Me no tinky, too much puzzle. Gosh, props to the artist. They nailed the style. They really did. That looks like a very secure staircase. In space, no one can check OSHA regulations. If you've ever been inside of a factory, you start to think like that. They're loud, and they're either very hot, or very cold, or very humid. Being like super cold, they didn't give me gloves. I saw a corpse of a cow like hanging like just the machinery and the carcass and everything started like just like holy fuck, the machine. We've made this world into a machine. No way, Silent Hill 4 apartment hall. Bro, I haven't played Silent Hill. I do not understand. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not Shattered Memories. You will. Okay, maybe. The King in Yellow. Wasn't this a Lovecraft book? I read some Lovecraft, but not all of his work. Where are we now? I don't know. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I feel like I'm turning Japanese. But given the global circumstances, sometimes I feel the calling to become Chinese. I feel like the Chinese will pay a nice salary once I'm 50, 60 or something. Crack my back, crack my knees, crack my crack. Like Food for Dogs, if you wanna see a channel, it's about this sweet old lady. She's like 80 something and she plays like the weebiest RPGs. Like she has her like Atelier Ryza figurine, like, oh yes, I bought the special edition of Atelier Ryza, and she's like giving her review. It's very adorable. And you look at that and you think like, why do I have the feeling that I'm supposed to stop enjoying the things that I enjoy and conform my identity once I reach a certain age? Why do I have to become so serious? Why do I have to lose the whimsy in my soul, right? Why can't I stop and ponder about things and aesthetics and just be like, money, I need money, I need money. I mean, yeah, we all need money to survive and, you know, buy the things we need and the things we want, but work so you can play more games, more gacha games. I want the horse girls. I work to roll for the horse girls so they can run faster. We do not condone stage 4 gambling here, though we find it very funny. Brain, expand, strong shit in the air. Maybe? No? Just throwing shit in the air. I came all the way here to find her. There's no turning back now. We know that. Okay. Engage brain. Let's continue to the next stage of the puzzle, and then I can continue my rant about money and life and things. Den kan die regel de sex. Drag niet meer als sex gegenstanden bij die. No running in the hallways. Fuck you. Okay, so given that ominous message, we're probably gonna see stealth or combat pretty soon. My favorite science fiction book, The Thespian's Dreams of Electric Legs by Philip K. Clit. It was Philip K. Dick, right? It was the author of the Android's Dream of Electric Sheep. I don't think I have any more lesbian jokes in me. Okay, we're looking for a number to open the safe. That's our mission. I'm looking for this woman. I got it! I understand perfectly. The brown-haired one, because it's a natural hair color, it's gotta be the Gestalt. And either the white-haired one or the black-haired one is the replica. There's gotta be an identity bullshit thing going on, because this is sci-fi. This is hard sci-fi. The neurons, they're working. All Gestalt workers were sent to the mine below the facility. If she's still alive, she's probably down there. There's an access elevator to the mine shaft 1 level below, but you'll need an administrator's key to use it. I don't know who that woman is, but she's probably dead by now. If you still want to go, good luck. Can I help you a bit more, nice lady? Me when I have to do overtime of sex work? No. A gun! Yeah! Let's see that gun. Let's see that gun. I do not know my guns, but I modeled the gun in 3D, so I've taken up an interest. Is it me or the trigger is quite thin? CC75 first edition, short rail. God damn, we got gun nuts. Raleigh Vincent's gun. I feel like I'm watching the Metal Gear Solid 3 where Snake is like, oh yes, this gun. Yeah, it was using this, and it has like a modified barrel or something like that. I'm the opposite of a gun nut. No, I like guns, but I have wielded the gun. I have not studied the gun. Like I have studied the blade. I have not studied the blade either. I studied the fist. I studied the fist and the kick. My type of combat autism is martial arts, hand to hand. Like the other day in the Discord posting about Nicolino Loche. Smoking in between rounds, master of evasion, made a crowd laugh. Pillow hands, but perfect defense. Wanna see a fun boxer? Go see Nicolino Loche, or Lurdzilla, another master of evasion, the eel. That guy, he moved like he was in the fucking Matrix, like dodging kicks. Just like that and snapping back with a punch. Crazy stuff. I'm not a gun nut man who spent weeks 3D modeling a gun to the finest detail. Well, I do not consider myself a gun connoisseur. Hyperfixation is a drug, you know? It's a dangerous drug. I do not know if I'm ready for combat, Papa. I do not know if I'm ready to be sent to the war. Okay, so right click. And a kick, and a kick, and a kick, and a kick, and a kick. There we go. You should be careful, there is something wrong with this place. I don't know what happened, but it's probably dangerous to go any further. Okay, they're looking for someone else too. Quote-unquote dead Yule unit. Going to every character and yelling, I miss my wife in their face and refusing to elaborate further. The text on the film is much too small to read with the naked eye. But I see some numbers, I guess. You think if we find like a microscope or something, magnifying glass, we can combine it and read a code. Going back to that conversation we had like 20 minutes ago about growing up and the mounting of responsibilities, I think it's kinda sad to see people like abandon the things. I know that the weight of responsibility forces you to drop things and to make like a triage of your soul, so to speak. Like, oh, I gotta sacrifice this because I gotta take care of my children. I gotta pick up a gun and delve into a mysterious facility to look for my wife. Those kinds of things that everybody goes through in their life eventually, right? You gotta maintain a sense of whimsy, man. You really do. Like, then what are you? Like a literal tool? Okay, there's something up here. Microfilm viewer. Microfilm. We have a thing not visible to the naked eye. Okay. There is something. Yes. Enhance computer. Enhance. 204512. That's the lottery ticket. So we're gonna reset the password. 204 Yuri or Yaoi. Enter. Classroom key. Why was it in a safe? Why was it so important? What are they hiding in the classroom? It's not knowledge. I'm sure of that. Yaoi, Fuyoshi's, yeah. Literally rotten girls. Rotten girls. I don't know if there exist Fudanshis, rotten boys. But Fuyoshi's, you've seen him, we've seen him, we know him. It is known. Okay, that's a hole we can jump down. So it's basically, yeah, congratulations, you reached the end of the level. Congratulations, player, you have basic deductive skills. You can proceed now. Let's go. I think I scrapped the place entirely. I think I cleaned the room. I got my ammo, I got my... Okay, it's gonna get tense. When the beat starts like that, the heart starts thumping like that. La boom, oh, boom, oh, boom. Be ready for anything. Okay, I'm guessing we're not gonna have a complete map. It's okay. Okay, we gotta find a service hatch key or a lockpick, I'm guessing. Storch. That's torch. Actually, talking about... It's painkiller time. I hope you brought your Advil, everyone. If I take like a painkiller, completely painless, sober, tip-top shape, would I feel different? What painkiller are you taking? Ibuprofen. I took SSRIs. That's a different drug. SSRI, antipsychotic, benzodiazepine, and my doctor just gave me Ritalin for ADHD, but haven't taken too much meds. Hey everybody, we have Michael Jackson in chat. That's a bit of a deep cut of a joke, and I'm sorry if I'm being insensitive. I also, take psychiatric medication. But yeah, I hope you've been managing well, Jack. But no, yeah, Michael Jackson's drug intake was insane. Like... SSRIs, painkillers, opioids, I think, benzos, and Ritalin. Like the guy had the whole stack. He was like taped together by drugs and animated like a Muppet made out of neurochemicals, which we all are. We're in a mine. Did they dig too deep? I keep approaching the uniforms thinking I'll be able to interact with them, like pick their pockets, maybe there's a card or something. But it seems like 9. Whoa. No shooty. I wonder how long they took to make this game. If it was a nice, short and tight development cycle, or if it was a hell ride like some development cycles seem to be. In school, they always told me, the more time you spend on plan and design up to a certain limit, the less time you spend in implementation and debugging. And in my professional life, I found it to be true. An ounce of care is worth a pound of pain, or something. I don't remember the quote. But what I'm trying to say is that like a little bit of foresight and a little bit of time will save you and your friends, co-workers, companions, wife a lot of effort. I've been diagnosed with a terminal case of Sogonma. Sogonma what? Go ahead, go ahead. What's Sogonma? It's like a Final Fantasy spell. Faraga, Blisaga, Majonga, yeah? It's like a high-level spell. It's the ultimate spell to suck on your nuts. Suck on my... Everybody's like, no, no, no. +2, +2. I'm gonna give myself a +2. It looks like Five Nights at Freddy's. Expecting a jump scare at any time. I basically did that with the Sogonma joke. I did a Five Nights at Freddy thing. I was like, Sogonma, like...